What is the mission of the StarSouls here? We're incarnated on the planet at this time in the shift. Well, it goes right back to the seeding of original humanity at a time we can call Lemuria. And the original human soul, the collective soul, was individuating in order to bring forth a new experience of humanity. It was known that it would be difficult, that it would be hard for this emergent soul in such a challenging, dense environment. Beautiful, yes, but still challenging and dense. So tell me, what are the challenges do you find of being, let's say, a star soul here in the world? What are the challenges of that?
Grounding, like coming all the way in, like all the way down to the base in the body, embodying, like dealing with that, dealing with the feeling of the density, how it feels to be in a physical body. Just that is a real challenge, certainly for me. And then bringing all that energy down, and not just bringing it down, but being able to actually hold it. Because, I mean, yeah, up here it's very light, very nice, and then bringing that down, yeah, and the difference between those light, fast energies and the more dense energies of the physical, yeah, and being able to hold that, and instead of just being like popping back out again.
There's been a lot of pushbacks and challenges from inside and out. Could be challenges coming from family members, from society, from workplaces, and different regions I've been traveling to. But many aspects have been very inspiring, so to persist in unfolding my best version yet, to manifest that without any sort of intention, just tapping into the core of myself.
It's all about letting go, but I would say the very last mantle cloak to cast off is that one of, for some reason, feeling slightly self-conscious about exploding, letting it all hang out. Some slightly self-conscious, and it must be a form of fear of being judged, which obviously is, in ways, I'm still holding on to some judgments which I'm exploring at the moment. So there's almost a fear of full commitment, that all the attachments have to dissolve. What will the landscape be like? What will life be like? I know the answers to this, and it's irrational. But those little attachments I'm peeling away now, and this is just the right time to really go for it now.
Massive. It's one of these things, like before a retreat you think, yeah, no, I'm good. What can there be? What big breakthroughs can there be? And then halfway through it's like, wow, wow, where did that come from?
Brilliant. What was needed was the spark of higher consciousness, of divinity. And so the star souls gifted, we can say the Pleiadians did, gifted some droplets of their DNA to infuse over time into the human configuration. And that then would receive, or would be, this chalice to receive the infusing soul.
Game face is on.
That's a cool game face, that's it. Presence,
The
game
rabbit
face.
headlights face.
Game face. It's the poker players. Game face. Okay. We mean business game face. Game face. Okay, this is excitement. Okay, this is a game we play, Leanne.
Yeah.
Get your game face on for the day. We'll see what
That's one.
one eye. It's one eye. Okay. Very cool. And some Lemurian souls, higher dimensionals, they also chose to incarnate. They were contracted, soul contracted, to incarnate at that time in order to bring alive their frequencies and act as a resonance, an encouragement, a motivational example, if you like, for others to also bring alive the divinity within them and to maintain it as the species evolved with the planet. And what would you say is the mission of StarSouls here?
Is to express different ray harmonics, to blend these ray harmonics in the best spontaneous way, without no strategy at all, and help bridge inspiration for the ones who have been really missing that piece of inspiration.
To self-realise and self-actualise in this sub-reality, to form a bridge with both your star soul family, and also a bridge to presence, and express those here and now.
Just tuning into the feeling sense of that, I can like literally see like a rainbow of colors just illuminating, and I think it will help softening the field.
Lightness, courage, bravery, telepathic gifts, intuitive sensing and being free-flowing, being of support of others and themselves.
There's a sense of animation to it, a sense of speeding what is here up more, so what we talked about, so that the higher and lower can, that the gap between them can be closed. Yeah, I think that's what I would say.
I've really manifested over the last few years a complete possibility now for a completely free lifestyle.
Okay.
I've got resources backing me up. I have made so many authentic relations, picked up of areas where I can work and in areas of interest and expression. And now, with my living situation, I'm opening up increasingly to just freewheeling anywhere I damn well want on the planet. So basically there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Beautiful. Telepathic communication, connection, at one with nature. What we can call the Christ consciousness guiding and connecting with the land, but also bridging into the higher dimensions. But then along came the intervention and decided to take control of the planet and to shape civilization and the energetic field more commensurate to their liking, to their vibration and their agenda for recreating, remanifesting their own civilization from Sirius many moons ago, after their Sirius situation was shattered and broken. And so they came upon the Earth and they started to shape the morphic fields and therefore also shape the human blueprint more to their liking. And so they suppressed the human soul and disconnected from the higher divinity. And so since that time where humanity, if you like, has fallen out of connection, and since the earth has spun into a disconnect, well, the star souls have chosen, have agreed, have accepted the mission to continue to incarnate here, take on the challenges, and break down this very convoluted field that we're living in. It's actually getting more complex and more convoluted as we journey forwards through the shift. So I put the stone there as a symbolism, an anchoring point of high dimensional energy here. And we see if that holds, if that restores the natural Kundalini. Because we're not talking about imposing a solution, we're talking about leaning into what naturally wants to happen. So we're talking about leaning into the flower of life, the re-emergence of the flower of life. That's what we're talking about. What does the solution naturally want to be? Can we lean into it with our energies? I think one of the things that was just picked up was that the sadness of the mountain, that it's being exploited, and all these people come but don't appreciate what is here, and the pain of it that's being caused by the exploitation of it. But I think also, like Corinna was feeling that, I believe very strongly, and I think the fact that it's met and felt and seen and acknowledged is very, very welcome, and it's an easing of that.
I agree with that completely.
Because there was also immediate reflection of, let's call appreciation. I was shown all of these plants or bushes that many are replanted, so it was like a sign of new life that can or is has been seeded here.
Okay.
So I'm feeling that sense of emergence.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Let's go a little further in, shall we? And so you've got this field that needs to be broken down and unraveled. And the star souls are coming in to embody their frequencies, channel that energy, and break down the intervention. It's okay, it's okay. You want to be on camera? Which star system do you come from? So, yeah, I love the synchronicity of it. That we're being shown how we're being supported by higher dimensionals in a particular form. And so the star beings have come and have incarnated, but the challenge is that many have gotten lost here in the matrix and forgotten their origins and their connection, and so are not resonating or haven't been resonating their vibration, or else they've accepted, been duped, we can say, by different energies, different entities like Ra, into accepting certain conditions. Anything goes, the non-duality trap. So we're all one, and therefore not to pursue or bring alive your individual frequencies, which is the antidote to all of this. Or the love and light of accepting anything goes, for example. There are a whole host of different distortions that have been interceded into our natural, inherent, vibrant connection and flowing expression. And that's what we're really working and aiming to come back to. And so the planet has been suppressed, StarSouls have been suppressed, and humanity has too. But now the toroidal field is reanimating to some varying degree. We saw that at 2012, where a convergence reanimated the torus, the kundalini of Gaia, and you saw this rebirthing in the new paradigm. But what we have right now is, yes, we have that new paradigm which has been rebirthed, but you have a kind of oscillating density of acquiescence and acceptance down here in the lower dimensions. And that's causing a bottleneck, if you like, and it's quite dangerous for the planet, I would say. That needs to be unraveled. And so one of the things we're doing here in La Palma, it's a key Stargate, a bellwether, because it's a fractal of the greater picture, the bigger picture at a planetary level. It's like looking under a microscope where you can see all of the different machinations, the weave, the various complexities of soul contracts, for example, how Gaia has various soul contracts with the originals, or even with the intervention too. And an encouragement is necessary to complete those contracts and to extract, start to emerge out. So this oscillating resistance can start to unravel and start to move with the shift. And a key element of that is a swathe, a broad swathe of consciousness crossing the 4D karmic plane and beginning to do that en masse, we can say. And that will help the lower energies shift and unravel and reconnect or start to merge into the new paradigm. That opens channels through the 4D. For me, it's the metaphor, the perfect metaphor is crossing the Red Sea and parting the waves of density internally so that the soul can re-emerge, reconnect, and start to shift into these higher vibrations. So that's the possibility at a Stargate location like La Palma. That's what we've been working on. And getting some tremendous feedback that that's effective. You're shifting or expressing the new blueprint, and as a small group of people committed to that and resonating with that and animating that ripples further afield and so can encourage a wider planetary shift.
Just gather around the center and join hands. Absolutely incredible times to be alive in the shift. I don't know what you feel, but that's what I certainly feel. So much changing, so much transforming. One day to the next, 1 year to the next. New cycles, new unravelings, completion of soul contracts, all of these happening. You'd have to be really asleep not to notice the enormity of what's transpiring. And I would say, take a look at that. Let that be the real news of what you pay attention to and focus on in your life. How nature is changing, how Gaia is changing, how the energies in the field are shifting and changing and unraveling, how it encourages the soul to express. And fear not if that doesn't fit into the square pegs they've built for us. We're not meant to. We're not meant to. We're meant to be fearlessly free, courageously who we are. And that's our purpose and our mission. And speaking personally, I can say The degree to which we let that come through is the degree to which we'll feel fulfillment in life. Doesn't matter what gets created or doesn't. It's the expression of ourselves, which is the ultimate purpose and destiny, I would say. And it feels increasingly more sublime, even as the external gets crazy. So as you wend your way home, let us reflect upon what we've gained here. Tremendous reflections from one another. What we've brought. Each unique, incredibly unique souls, beautiful souls. Each sharing in a vibrant and different way that we manifested, each of us, to bring something alive that was maybe subdued. Let it come forth, let it express. Then it's going to be a magical shift, no matter what happens externally. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for bringing your energies. It's been a real joy and a pleasure. A real privilege working with you. Thank you. Thank you for joy. Thank you for joy. And thank you to Asya, who's been serving in the background, taking some great film footage, which you're going to see, I'm sure, in the days and weeks that follow. Great and some great photos, like the mighty Archangel Andy. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My encouragement to all is to explore within that expression I've shared. How does that exploration, that template, how does it speak into your own life circumstances, whether it be relationships, whether it be your career or how you're living? Where is there inertia? Where is there allegiance to a defunct construct? And where it's now time to unwind that? What advice would you give to a star soul being here?
Own your shit. There's nothing more empowering than that.
That's my encouragement, to explore into that and break these old constructs down so that we can really in earnest begin this unraveling flow and really resurrect the original human. Resurrect, or help Gaia to resurrect into this new configuration in the new paradigm. That's my encouragement to all from this Stargate here on La Palma.
Okay, let's go. That's been like.
Here it comes, an almighty angel. In 3, in 2, in 1.